Alright, let's try this again. This is like my fucking fifth time trying to record this video. I recorded it once without audio. Yeah, I messed up. My bad. I haven't posted in the past 2 weeks also. There's been a lot of noise in my house because we've been taking out the carpet floors and putting in wooden floors. So yeah, that was a whole process in itself, and I couldn't really post because there was too much noise going on around me, and you can obviously hear it in the background of my videos. But yeah, I'm back now, coming back with more videos. Gonna try dropping way more now. And I didn't know what to post today, so I just decided, fuck it, let's do a top 5 of what I've watched so far the past year, or 2022, because you know it's 2023. Happy New Year's, by the way. So yeah, I'm gonna just freestyle this video. So, you know, starting off with the first one. Mind you, this list isn't numbered and isn't ordered in any kind of way. This is just my top 5 so far that I've watched and that I've enjoyed the most. Not saying one is better than the other. Just getting that out there because I don't want people in my comment section saying anything or DMing me about it. But to start off, for number 1, it doesn't matter. It's not number. But JJK0 definitely has to be on that top 5, only because I've been JJK or Jujutsu Kaisen is a cool ass series to me. Been on that for a minute now. Every character in it is pretty cool. I think I like the little character interactions they have of, like, you got one character flexing on the other character with curse energy, then you got moments to where the plot is supposed to just be about a kid that fucking ate a nasty ass finger, but ends up actually being pretty good once you get into like the mysteries of the world. And then like when you have everyone kind of people like Ghetto, who make the world even more mysterious as what's his background. And even in JJK0, the movie, they even do good on showing you that Ghetto kind of has more like more to him than just going on and, you know, being a sorcerer. That he actually wants to make the world, he actually wants to replace curses in the world by killing everyone without curse energy that can't control it, because at that point, if you can't control your curse energy, you're just creating curses. So Ghetto wants to go out, kill all them, and then go on to make a world that doesn't have curses. He has the right motives and the right reasons, but he goes about it completely wrong. I think Yuji and Yuta are also good main characters to have throughout the series. I think Yuta is actually probably my favorite character in the series so far. Yuta and Mahito. Even like, you know, the disaster curses like Mahito, Ghetto, Choso account, Dagon, and Hanami are also like a good little antagonistic group to me. I always enjoyed the kind of, you know, aura they gave off and everything. But that's enough about JJK. Oh, also the power system is pretty nice. I actually like the power system. But then going on to my second one, gotta be Breaking Bad. Jesse Pinkman, Walter White, come on now. Best character development I've probably seen in a minute. Walt's actor literally had one of the best actor performances ever, in my opinion, that I've seen so far. Obviously, to me, it's a personal opinion. But Walter White has some of the best character development and growth that I've seen in a minute, honestly. Jesse has such a depressing backstory. Oh my god, bro really became a mess slave. That's crazy. To some neo-Nazis. Like, you would even think Breaking Bad trying to imitate an old Western, because that's literally what the writer even said. And then even when you look at it in 3 ways of Walt, Jesse, and Saul, that one gets away, one has to live with everything, and then one dies. Same thing as like an old Western if you were to look it up. But I'm not gonna go into depth on that. But Jesse had a horrible life, and then unironically, he's probably like my favorite character in the series. Jesse is so cool. Jesse is a cool person. It's just a lot of unfortunate events, but he also does, you know, I was gonna say reminds me a little bit of myself, but fuck no, actually I'm not a meth addict. So I'm not an addict, so yeah, I can't say we're comparable, but in other instances, yeah, I could say so. And then you have the side cast, like Saul is also a pretty good character, good comedy relief character inside the story. The plot itself is good, always keeping you on your toes. The dramatic effects of all the characters and how they go about it in the writing is actually pretty good. They always know a way how to make you feel like, damn, what's gonna happen in the next episode, or eventually like who's gonna die, like who. And then the villains that they run into in Breaking Bad is actually pretty crazy too, because they give you a kind of feel of they don't care to kill. Killing is never off the table for them, and they will show you that in the most gruesome ways at certain times. So yeah, I think Breaking Bad so far has been like one of my tops. I haven't watched Better Call Saul yet. I'm waiting for season 6 to drop on Amazon or not on Netflix. It's on Amazon Prime, so I might just say fuck it. Drop the 20. Is it 20? Yeah, I might just drop the 20. Fuck it. And then after that, we got Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho been a series that's been in my heart for a minute. That show is so good. Episode 6 is so sad, by the way. Peak Mob episode. Let's be honest. If you guys have watched season 3 so far, peak episode right there. Now, I'm not done with season 3. I still got like 3 episodes left. I'm not gonna lie. Episode 6 broke me to the point where I just had to stop. But even besides episode 6, I think Mob as like a whole, you start seeing Mob just start to grow from like season 1 of him being someone that could even figure out his own choice for himself and having to constantly rely on Reagan, to season 2 and 3 being the development seasons for him. As it feels gradual. It doesn't feel like something that's forced, something that's thrown in your face 24/7. It just feels like Mob through these little instances, through these the journey that he's going on with all the other psychics around him and all the organizations he had to go against, even someone like the president, was very influential battles for him that made him into the person that he is today. If season 3 to where we see that Mob is actually making decisions for himself, he's actually deciding to start going on his own path, on his own journey for his own future, which is good, which is really good for his character. And even someone like Reagan is always nice to have. Reagan is a really good character also. Not gonna go too much in depth on him. And all the side cast, they're all really good in the series. I just think Mob is obviously my main focus for the series, because Mob is probably like my top 10 MCs. Maybe. No, he definitely is. More like maybe top 5, honestly. Mob is actually really good. The series as a whole is really good. If you're into psychic powers and then you're into pretty nice looking fight scenes, in my opinion, even though the animation could be a little iffy depending on who you're talking to, but to me the animation is really nice. So if you're into psychic powers, like I said, or anything along those lines, yeah, you'll probably enjoy the series. If you're a shonen guy, you should give it a chance. Chainsaw Man, obviously that was gonna go into this list, bro. Chainsaw Man is definitely like probably my favorite thing right now. If you were anyone I talk to on a day-to-day basis, you know Chainsaw Man is one of the things I talk about a lot. Going from the opening to how many like cameos it does within the opening, and then going to like even they even have an Evangelion reference in the opening. Like, if you never noticed that, they even have one in the opening, which is pretty nice. And then even going into the foreshadow within the opening, which could be spoilers, but you know, if you're into foreshadowing, that's the perfect opening to look at, because it has some really good foreshadowing. Denji's one of the bros, just like any one of us. I'm not even gonna go in depth on that. Just like me, for real. Makima, I think she's a very interesting character. I can't really say too much about her because I want to keep this as spoiler free as possible, but Makima is a very interesting character in the anime. You never know what she's gonna do. You never know, like there's certain instances to where the mystery starts building up on her, such as the train scene where she dies and then all of a sudden comes back, then lies about dying, things like that. Then you have multiple other statements of saying which side of humanity is she on. So yeah, there's a lot of interest and build up behind her character. The season finale, final episode 12, was actually really good. I think they did good on showing us the slice of life parts of Denji, Aki, and Power, and how they're just building as a family, which is probably the best thing to me. And then even going on to like teasing a bit of season 2, asking Denji the question in the beginning of the season, would you rather be the country mouse or the city mouse? Which I think is really good, because depending on which way you view Rise, the new character that's going to Chainsaw Man, you see that question is directly tied in between her and Denji's relationship. So yeah, I think overall it's nice. I think the animation is really good, and I think people are dumb for like, not dumb, but I don't know why people want the animation down so bad. Like, why? It's actually pretty good, in my opinion at least. I think Mappa did their shit. And then let's go on to the final one. What's up, it's your boy Sin. But basically, yeah, the last clip that I had was of Puss in Boots. That was my final in the top 5, but I tried to put the promotional like edits for it, promotional clips that they had posted, like the trailers and everything, but yeah, it turns out you can't post that, because as soon as I tried posting it, I got copyrighted for it, or a copyright strike for it. So yeah, I couldn't post that. The video got put in private. So instead, we're just gonna talk about Bleach. Bleach has been an anime for me that
I've enjoyed since like I was a kid, bro. Like Bleach was the opening to anime for me. That's why I always think it will always go in my top 5. Ichigo is the GOAT. Bro, he's my man really just be going through trials and tribulations to save his people. He even got put in a situation that hey, he chose to be in, but in all reality, well, he was meant to be in it. I was about to say he didn't have to be in it, but nah, he was meant to be in that shit from birth. As we saw in Thousand Year Blood War, Misaka, like his mom is a whole ass Quincy, his dad is a Soul Reaper, so yeah, there's no way he was gonna get out of that. Aizen top tier antagonist. Bro really planned out Ichigo's whole life from birth, which is kind of crazy when you think about it that he did that. Also, another thing I wonder about Bleach, like for certain captains and like Soul Reapers, I know they don't age and they're immortal in a kind of way, more like ageless, like they don't age. But I'm more saying like, when do they hit these ages? And when they hit their ages, do they just stop? Kenpachi looks at least 40 or in his 30s, but he just randomly stops aging. Yeah, that was a question I've been wondering for a long time. If anyone has an answer for that, yeah, drop it down on the bottom. If anyone made it this far in the video, this is like a 11-minute video, I think. But yeah, Bleach, pretty it. As you could tell, I'm a guy that loves like character interactions and the cast, and I think they do really well and all that. They introduce so many characters that there's so many that you could pick and choose to be your favorites. Like personally for me, even though I think Toshiro is an L, because bro hasn't really, he's literally only won like 2 matches technically. If you want to get real technical, only 1. But Toshiro is pretty cool. Ichigo is pretty cool. Urahara is pretty cool. Lately I've been liking Unohana only because when you first found out she's the first Kenpachi ever, and on top of that, like her Bankai is pretty cool. Kenpachi's always been pretty cool. Yuha is also gonna be a person. I know I butchered his name in the beginning. Yuha is also gonna be a person that's always up there. I think he was the really good antagonist for the Thousand Year Blood War, especially because we didn't really get to see Bleach characters go against, or we didn't get to see Soul Reapers go against Quincy, which is a question we've been wondering for the longest. Like, whatever happened to all the Quincy's? We've only gotten 2 Quincy so far in the series before this, and that's the Ishida family. So yeah, other than that, we've never really known what happened to him. Honestly, I'm not trying to keep this segment too long. The video's already long as fuck, and I'm sure people didn't make it this far. But thank you guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. And yeah, send out.